Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome in defending champion Brooke Henderson to the Meijer LPGA Classic Media Center. Brooke, welcome back.
Thank you.
Last year, you won on Father's Day. Can you take us back to there and your memories from this tournament?
Yeah, it was truly special. I owe so much to my dad and my mom. They've sacrificed so much that Britt and I can follow our dreams and chase after our goals, which is really, really, really cool. And to have everybody here, my whole family, and to have Dad celebrate with us, was really cool. And, it was just kind of that day. It was meant to happen for me. Things kind of just went my way. And to be able to dedicate it to my dad was, like I said, just really special to me.
I believe that was the first time your whole family had been there for one of your wins. Are they all here this week with you?
Yeah, they're all back. So, I would love to do something very similar to last year for sure. And it's just really a great feeling to have everybody here to support, even when we're far away and it's just Britt and I out on the road, we can always count on my mom and dad to always support us and to be there for us. And just to have them here, it's just that little bit extra great feeling, and, it gives me a little bit more energy to play a little bit better and, hopefully make a few more putts.
Do you feel any extra pressure in a week where you're defending a title?
A little bit. It's really exciting, though. You come back and you have so many great memories, and you just are full of energy the whole week. This is like the best I felt this year, because I'm coming back to somewhere where I know I've played really well in the past. And, I know it's going to be extremely difficult to repeat, and I'm definitely not counting on it. I think it's just one of those things that you got to go out, stick to the game plan that worked so well last year, remember those great times, remember those great memories, and try to do it again for sure. But there's so many talented players out on the LPGA Tour that if I don't, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm just going to work really hard to hopefully make it happen again.
It's hard to believe, but we're halfway through the 2018 season. You've already got a win this year. How do you measure your season so far?
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit up and down, more than I would have liked, but to have a win so early, it really takes a lot of pressure off, and it was really a great feeling to win the Lotte in Hawaii earlier this year. And, I've missed a couple cuts, a little bit more than I have the previous years, but, winning early and having top 10 finishes right off the bat, in the Bahamas and again in Thailand and Singapore was really a lot of fun for me. And I feel like my game is in a great spot where, I'm hitting the ball really well, and as soon as I start to make some putts, then that's when I can go low and I can challenge for the lead and get top 10 finishes. So I feel like I'm in a good spot right now.
Is that what you've been working on mainly lately, your short game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think my long game is definitely my strength, and that's really where I gain a lot of shots. And, it's kind of the weeks like in Kingsmill when I started to make a few putts, I started to make a run on Sunday, which is really exciting. And, once I get a putter in my hand that feels good, I've switched so many times the last couple of years, but once I get one that feels good like I do this week, then, hopefully I can make a few more putts.
What putter are you using this week?
I'm using the Answers, so it's a little bit shorter than I traditionally use, but it feels good.
How does this course set up for you? I know you've obviously played well here in just 2 starts here.
Yeah, I think we have a really solid game plan. I love this type of golf course, kind of more traditional, tall trees, thick rough, very thick this year. But, just even the green shapes and bent grass is what I kind of grew up playing on in Canada. So I'm very familiar with it, and I feel that Dad, who is also my coach, last year he gave me great lines off tees, and so hopefully I can just go out and hit those lines and hit a lot of fairways, and, hopefully that leads to a lot of greens as well.
What do you like about this event in general? I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I had heard there was a cheese sculpture of you being done this week at the Grand Taste. But what's so unique and fun about this event?
It's so cool. The food here is amazing. It's like the best all year. So I love it in here, and the cheesehead is pretty unique. It's very different. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. But, just the whole atmosphere, I feel like the fans are great, and they come out to support, and they cheer for everybody, and they're just happy to see great golf. I feel like the community really welcomes this tournament, which is really cool. And, I think Meijer does an outstanding job of sponsoring the event and making, everybody feel welcome and feel like they're being treated really well.
We'll open it up. If there's any questions, just raise your hand. We'll start in the back.
Hi, Brooke. Joe Alicio from Wood TV, NBC affiliate here in Grand Rapids. The charitable arm and charitable work of what the LPGA does, and specifically in this event for Simply Give, how does that drive you guys, and why is that so important for what you guys do week to week?
Yeah, I think that's something really amazing about being on the LPGA Tour is that you're in a position where you can help others that need help and you can give back. And there's so many charities, almost every single week, that the tournament is benefiting some charity organization or people that need it. And I think that's really amazing. And, even myself, I have a charity foundation and I try to give back my time and other things as well, whenever I can. So I think it's just amazing. Growing up, Mom and Dad, they always taught my sister and I to be really kind and to help others that need it. And now that I'm in a position where I can really do that on a large scale, it's really meaningful and it's a really cool opportunity for us.
Any other questions for Brooke? Okay, right there in the middle.
What was it like coming in and driving up Brooke Henderson Drive?
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw that last year with the previous champions, I guess the last 2 years, and I thought it would be really cool to have my name up there. So I think, subconsciously I was kind of thinking that last year when I was trying to win the tournament, as I really wanted to see my name on that drive-in. So, to pull up this year, it was the first thing I took a picture of here in Michigan, and, it's a really good feeling for me.
You're fourth on tour in greens and regulation. You talked about how strong your long game is and you work on your short game, but you think that's an underrated part of your game, your iron play, and do you pride yourself on hitting lots of greens in regulation?
Yeah, I definitely, last year I finished top 10 in greens and reg, and, I was really proud of that stat. And, through the winter I continued to work on my long game as well as my short game, but, making sure that my long game stayed strong. And this year I have hit the ball extremely well, and I feel like if I can continue to do that, hopefully more wins are in the near future.